welcome back. First of all, almost 2 years to the date that you are back here. How does it feel to be back in London?
Yeah, it feels great. Feels familiar. Everything I've fought here so many times, and yeah, it feels homey.
And Kevin is normally a crowd favorite. How difficult do you think it will be for him to go from being the fan favorite in the US, having the whole crowd there for him, to here where you'll be the fan favorite?
I don't know Kevin very well, and I'm sure he has loads of fans here as well. He's a very exciting and fun fighter, you know. But yeah, we'll see.
Kevin's last fight against Reinier de Ridder, it was a tough one, and you and Reinier de Ridder have a similar style. Was there a lot you took from that fight that you think you can get done in this fight as well?
Yeah, I mean, in that fight and a couple of others, you definitely see ways to, or like holes in Kevin's game, but I'm sure he works on his weaknesses and stuff like that. So, but yeah, there are definitely some situations there that you could try to capitalize on, you know, for sure.
Gunny, just here. It's a rare occasion that we get to see you fighting these days. I think a lot of people would love to see much more of you in the octagon. Why is it that you've only been able to fight sort of so sporadically over the last few years?
Yeah, I mean, I've just been focusing on other things in life, coaching, our gym back home, my family, and stuff like that. So it's kind of, with time, you kind of start putting yourself into second place, into third place, into fourth place, and that comes to the career and stuff. But we'll see. Maybe I'll get a little bit busier. I feel great. My body feels great, and I'm still improving. This camp was very good. Even though, like, of course, I'm 36, and you can definitely feel everything on your body. But like, if I compare this camp to the last one, I think this one was even better and even better on my body, and it's weird, but. Yeah, you just learn as well how to train and train smart, and you learn how to adjust to the changes that you'll go through. You know.
In terms of your career, obviously you're very experienced in terms of age and competition, but in terms of actual fights in the octagon, you maybe haven't had the same compared to like Kevin, for example, who seems to fight every third week. Mm-hmm. What are your career goals as a professional mixed martial arts fighter right now, as you look at 2025 and beyond?
Well, I've always been this way. I don't really look, like I said. Maybe we'll have a quick turnaround this time. I'm kind of feeling that more than last time anyway, and but. I tried to focus on the stuff in front of me. So right now, I'm just focused on Saturday.
Last one from me. You're known for being quite sort of a stoic sort of character, and you're very focused in terms of the way you approach your fights. I'm interested, just, do you get the chance to actually enjoy the experience of being a professional fighter on a big fight night such as this?
Do I enjoy it? You mean everything other than fighting, or
from the walk to the cage to the fight to the immediate aftermath?
Yeah, I do enjoy it. I do enjoy like most of it. Obviously, sometimes it's not fun and whatever, but it's most of it I do enjoy. I've been doing it for so long. It's become part of me, and I've learned to love it. If there was something that I wasn't a fan of in the beginning, but you know, yeah, I do like it.
But this sort of fight week media stuff, not so much, right?
Well, it's I've gotten better with that as well. It's the same. Like I enjoy talking to people in general, and when people have like good talks or like interesting questions and stuff like that, it's the repetitiveness of like some of the, you know, how do you feel? How do you feel about this? How do you feel that can sometimes become like the same question over and over again, and you're trying to think how to answer it, and like just the same stuff over and over again can be tiring.
And with that, I will finish. Thank you.
Hi, Gunny. I just want to ask you about ring rust. Obviously, as it was mentioned before, it's been almost 2 years since we last seen you. Are you a believer in ring rust? I know people sit on either side of the fence in terms of, is it myth or reality? Where do you sit on it, and how do you feel about it, and how do you combat it coming into this fight?
Well, first of all, we're here, so it is what it is. And second of all, well, I'm quite used to it. Like, this is not the first time I've had a long break. So no, I don't like believe in it or not believe in it. I think like no, it doesn't really. I'm accustomed to it anyway, so I think I'll be fine.
And in contrast, this is Kevin Holland's 20th fight since 2020, I think. Is there a thing as fighting too much? Would you rather be on your side of the fence where it's, a few fights every so often rather than being so busy as he is?
Yeah, I mean, I think there can be negatives and positives to both sides of this coin. So if you fight too much, it can wear you out. It can have its effect. If you fight not enough, it can also, give you that ring rust in some cases and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll see Saturday night.
Thanks, man.
Just over here, just a quick one. We've obviously got the welterweight title fight coming up in Montreal. I'm just curious to know your opinion. What do you think about the fight with Belal Muhammad and Jack Della Maddalena? How do you think it goes down when you kind of break it down?
Yeah, it's a good one. Maddalena is quite unique, I think, and is a pro. Like, his boxing is very clean and slick, and he's a different fighter. Like, I don't think Belal has fought many guys like him. I think it comes down to how well he can defend Belal's takedowns and stuff like that. If Belal is able to, and Belal keeps a high pace as well. He keeps moving and keeps pushing. And if he's gonna be able to take him down before Maddalena catches him with something, or then I think Belal is gonna win. If Maddalena finds cracks in his striking game, like Belal's striking game, and is able to start landing and keeping him at bay and defending those takedowns, he could win this fight for sure.
Here, Gunnar. Good morning, Gunnar. I wanted to ask you, you have trained with great fighters throughout your career, such as Jiri Prochazka and Conor McGregor, amongst many others. Could you tell us which fighter you have learned the most from, and what would you say is the best piece of advice they have given you?
Learn the most from, well, me and Conor trained together on a daily basis for years, so it would definitely be him. Whereas with a lot of the other fighters, I've only trained with for like a day or two. Like Yeri just popped into our gym, and it was fun. Great guy. But the most, I'll tell you this: the one of the most important lessons I ever got was not from a fighter, it was from my coach. And so when I was young and I was starting my career, I was always very good at getting to people's backs, and I could stay there quite well, but I was shit at finishing. Right, I could never finish the rear naked choke, and so my coach John Kavanagh told me, like, you're always trying to get it way too clean. You're trying to get like the perfect choke. He said, don't worry about it, just lock it up. Whether it's over the chin or it's crooked or whatever, just lock it up and get the finish, and that changed a lot for me. It was one of the best lessons I ever gotten from my coach, John Kavanagh.
Honestly, a good piece of advice, obviously, from John. And the last one for me, Gunnar. What can we expect from you this Saturday night against Kevin Holland? Maybe a submission, maybe a rear naked choke?
Yeah, I mean, you can always expect a rear naked choke. That's safe to say.